Good morning, students. Today we are ready to see top 6 tricks from surface chemistry. Trick number 1. This is a surface where the molecule can observe. Here the molecules come in contact to the surface whenever the bond is weak or strong according to the adsorption nature. During the formation of the bond, energy is released. Therefore, it is exothermic. Whenever that exothermic, we already know the delta H value is negative. Then, this bond takes place on its own. Therefore, this process, that's adsorption process, is a spontaneous. Therefore, the del G value is negative. Suppose whenever the external force can be applied to make that adsorption, this process is a non-spontaneous, del G is positive. In general, adsorption is the spontaneous process. Therefore, the del G is negative. And we can move on to that. What is the value of del S? Del S is nothing but the degree of disorderness or randomness. Whenever the randomness is more before adsorption, after adsorption, the randomness is decreases. Therefore, del S is also a negative value. For adsorption, del H, del G and del S are negative values. It's very important for your NEET examinations. Now, trick number 2. Whenever the adsorption is a physical adsorption, the weak bond is formed. Whenever that chemical adsorption, the strong bond between the surface and the molecule. Effect of temperature. This is a trick number 2. Effect of temperature on this adsorption. The physical adsorption and the chemical adsorption. First we can move to the physical adsorption. The adsorption, the X by M value with T, the graph is, suppose what is that X? X is nothing but the amount of molecule absorbed. What is that M? The mass of molecule absorbed the surface. So it is in lower in amount, this is a higher in amount. X by M is nothing but the adsorption. We can make that X by M value on that Y axis and the temperature on that X axis. Whenever the temperature is raised, the physical adsorption is decreased. Whenever the temperature is raised, the physical adsorption value is decreased. Why it is? Because of that physical adsorption, the weak bond in between the molecules and surface are carried out. Whenever the temperature is raised, the bond is break and it can be escapes. So the adsorption is decreases. And then in the case of chemical adsorption, whenever the temperature is raised, that adsorption is also increases after some threshold energy. After that activation energy, the adsorption is decreased. Here the reactant carries some energy and then the reactant has some amount of energy to cross over the barrier and come back to the product. The difference between the reactant energy and the threshold energy is called as a activation energy. The difference between that energy is present in the reactant and the threshold energy is known as a activation energy. Trick number 3. Effect of pressure on physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. Whenever the pressure is increased in that physical adsorption, it can be increased. Adsorption can be increased. In the case of chemical adsorption, the pressure is increased. The adsorption is increased and then it remains constant. This is a very important points. It's very important tricks to solve that NEET examinations. So please remember, children, for this chemical adsorption, the adsorption is increased first and then it will be constant with the increasing of pressure. Why it is? Suppose you will be taking a 20 moles of molecules comes close to the surface. Here the pressure is increased, the molecule is very much closed, like a 2000 molecules can be closed with the surfaces. Here the multi-molecular layer can be produced. The number of moles of the molecules increase, it can be make a multi-layer is formed whenever the pressure is increased, because it is a very weak bond. But in the case of chemical adsorption, it is a strong bond. Therefore, whenever the pressure is increased, after that pressure, it's a lack of availability of the surface can be obtained. Therefore, the adsorption remains constant. Are you clear, children? Trick number 4. Trick to calculate fluctuations value. What is a fluctuation or what is a coagulation? Suppose we are taking that colloidal particle. The colloidal particles carries that positive charge. So the molecules repel each other. What is the meaning of colloidal solution? Colloidal solution is nothing but the molecules carries the size in between a 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer. This is a colloid. After adding an electrolyte is nothing but AB. Suppose that AB is divided into A plus and B minus. What will happen is that B minus is attracting with that positive charge. It comes together, it is neutralized and make the precipitate. So the amount of electrolyte can added to make the precipitate is nothing but coagulations. So how much millimoles of electrolyte is added to convert 1 liter, that means 1000 ml of colloidal substance into precipitate, is known as coagulations or flagellation. Suppose we are having a 2 electrolyte like AlCl3 and NaCl. That AlCl3 having a coagulations value of 0.092 and NaCl is 0.72. Here the flagellations value is decreases. It is a good flagellating agent. It's a very important trick. The flagellation values decreases. It is a good flagellating agent. It can make a precipitate very easily. Here AlCl3 is having a lower value. Therefore AlCl3 is a good flagellating agent. Now we are putting some interesting example here. For the coagulations of 100 ml of arsenious sulfide salt, 5 ml of 1 molar of sodium chloride is required. So for the precipitations of 100 ml of arsenious sulfide, 5 ml of 1 molar sodium chloride is required. So the electrolyte is 5 ml of 1 molar of sodium chloride. What is the fluctuations of sodium chloride is asked. What is the molarity is given, that is at 1 molar. So we will be putting a 1. The molarity is nothing but the number of moles per volume into 1000. Therefore we want to find out the number of moles we want to calculate. So n want to calculate, that V is a 5 ml. So 1 that is equal to n by 5 into 1000. We want to find out that n, it is cross multiplied. Therefore n that is equal to 5 into 10 to the power minus 3 moles. It can be converted into millimoles because the electrolyte is a very small amount. Therefore it can be converted into millimoles. It can be multiplied by 1000. Therefore n that is equal to 5 millimoles of electrolyte. So the 5 millimoles of electrolyte can be precipitated 100 ml of arsenious sulfate. But what is that coagulation or coagulation value? It can be converted into 1000 ml. Therefore, 100 ml needs 5 millimoles and 1000 ml needs 50 millimoles. Trick number 5. We already known AlCl3 is a good coagulating agent than NaCl. Why? Hartley schedules rule. More is the charge. More is the charge of electrolyte. More is the coagulating power. Suppose we are having a 3 type of electrolyte, Al3 plus, Mg2 plus, Na plus. Al3 plus carries the greatest charge, therefore it has a greatest coagulating power. Like an anion, FeCN6 minus, PO3 3 minus, SO4 2 minus and Cl minus. Here the charge of that FeCN6 minus is greater, therefore it has the greatest value of coagulating power. Now we move on to the trick number 6. Suppose 2 test tubes are taken. For the first test tube, here we will be pouring some Ka solution. In this Ka medium, some of the AgNO3 electrolyte can be added into it. Here the large amount is Ki. In the case of second test tube, we will be pouring a AgNO3 medium. We will be supplying a Ki as an electrolyte. Therefore, what is the chemical reactions behind in both reaction? AgNO3 reacts with Ki to form AgI and KNO3. What is my question? What is the nature of the colloid? Is a positive or negative is present in that A and B. Now, suppose in the case of A, the AgI is a precipitate. Here the medium is Ki. Excess of Ki is present. Therefore, excess of I minus is produced. For this I minus can join with this second layer to make that colloid charge is negative. Suppose in the case of case 2, here that AgNO3 excess. For this excess AgNO3, Ag plus ion comes to the form that second layer with the AgI. It can make that positive charge. So for this positive charge, here that iodine I minus is a common ion effect, and then in the case of B, Ag plus is a common ion effect with the precipitate. Therefore, with the excess of I minus, that A colloid carries that negative in charge. With AgNO3, Ag plus is a common ion. It can make that positive in charge. So this type of the question is also asked in our NEET examinations. Please read well and do your NEET examination well. Thank you for watching. We can see with our next video. Thank you.